Jackie.
Well, the United Nations weapons inspectors have finished their work in Damascus and will be leaving Syria tomorrow. But a UN spokesman told reporters that analysis of their samples would have to be completed before any conclusions could be drawn. The thoughts of Syrians inside the country, though, and of the hundreds of thousands of refugees who've already fled, are all on the likely impact of the threatened strike. Our international editor, Lyndsey Hilsum, is in neighbouring Lebanon. Lyndsey.
Jackie, we understand that in Damascus, people have started going to the shops and buying as much as they can. They think that this assault is now inevitable. They don't know how long it's going to go on. But the government, I think, is very confident that it will be fine, because there's been such emphasis that this is going to be a short strike on a few targets. So I think that President Assad and his closest cohorts, they're just going to hunker down and wait for it to be gone. But the people in the opposition we've been speaking to and the refugees who I've been meeting here today, they have a very different hope. They hope that someone, anyone, is now going to come and save them.
25 tents, 25 refugee families from Syria. They're just a mile or so from the border. All they want to do is go home. They hope that American bombing will hasten that day. And they're puzzled about why Britain has changed its stance.
Some of the refugees I've been speaking to watched the debate in Parliament on the television yesterday. They were full of questions about democracy. They thought that having a debate, having a vote was great. And then they asked me, but why? Why did the MPs vote the way they did?
Some were afraid to show their faces. They still have family in Damascus.
Yesterday I watched the debate on CNN Arabic. I really liked the freedom that you have in your parliament. This is rare in the Arab world. It is beautiful that the Prime Minister can't make a decision without going back to the members.
And why did he think the members voted the way they did?
Either they were sleeping, or they're deaf, or they don't have a conscience.
Some come from the suburbs where people died of chemical weapons. They don't want bombing just to punish Bashar al-Assad, but to overthrow him.
We consider Britain as a friend of the Syrian people, and at this time, Britain should have been the first country to support us.
We have to be one hand with them. We don't want them to separate. We want them to be close to save us from the aggressor. We want to go back to our land. We are fed up of sitting here. We feel humiliated. We want to go home.
They had questions for British MPs.
I want to ask the British Parliament, didn't you see the video of a child attacked by chemical weapons? You saw a dead child, but you didn't think that he died hungry? He had nothing. He was besieged. You in Britain, you have hearts of stone.